Looking to get a higher CRS score, and you are wondering how can I improve my scores and why are my CRS scores always low? Let's look at few options on how this can be improved, and can your CRS score ever be improved? I'm Liz Matthew, the regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Thanks for coming back to our channel, and we are always here to help you out no matter what be your Canadian immigration inquiry. So let's dive into different options. So the first scenario that I have in place is a single person and with some kind of experience inside Canada. They don't have any outside Canada work experience and they only have an inside Canada work experience. And let's see how this works, because this is a proven strategy in place, and we will be looking at each of the scenarios and telling you in the end what is a better proven strategy to improve your CRS score. So this particular individual is a single personnel. They don't have any foreign work experience. They have 1 year of Canadian work experience and their age is 30 years old. And their language scores, they have written their IELTS language score. They have a listening of 8.5, reading 8, speaking 7.5, and writing 7.5. And they do not have a second official language. They only have written their English language test. And as I mentioned earlier, 1 year of Canadian work experience. And let's look at how much points this personnel would be having. So for their age, 30 years old, they would be getting a point of CRS point of 105. For their level of education, they will be getting 128 points, followed by their official language, which is 136, and their Canadian work experience, 40 points. As mentioned earlier, they do not have spouse. They have their skill transferability factors, official language and education gives them 50 points, and their Canadian work experience and education will give them 25 points. As they do not have any foreign work experience, their skill transferability factors for official language and proficiency and foreign work experience will be 0. And their Canadian and foreign work experience skill transferability will also be 0. They will be getting additional points as they have studied in Canada. That is also a criteria this particular individual has. They have studied in Canada, a diploma program, and they have also education, say like a bachelor's back home. So that gives them study in Canada 50 points, which gives them a total CRS score of 474. So that is one scenario. And since the CRS score is quite high at this point, 500 plus, you might be wondering, this particular scenario, is this a good option? Is this a good option for an individual to just have this score? Well, to be honest, this can be improved by a proven factor, by gaining foreign work experience. Let's see if this same individual did gain 1 year of foreign work experience. Will this individual receive any additional points, or will the score go up? So the same scenario where this individual is single, they have studied a 2 year diploma course in Canada, they have a bachelor's program done back home, and also they have 1 year of foreign work experience back home and 1 year of Canadian work experience. And let's see how that improves their score. So their age is 30 years old, as mentioned earlier. So the age points remains the same. The level of education will be remaining the same, and the official language points also will be remaining the same. And the skill transferability points is where foreign experience points will be added in. So where it says official language proficiency and education, they have 50 points. Canadian work experience and education, they'll have 20 points. And based on their official language proficiency and foreign work experience, 25 points, and their Canadian and foreign work experience, 13 points. So, as you can see, just by adding that foreign work experience, it gave them 38 additional points. They were in the 470s just without having a foreign work experience. And as soon as that 1 year foreign work experience was added to their profile, they got 38 additional points, which brings them to 512 CRS points. That also can be improved as you get 1 year, 2 year Canadian work experience. These points will be increased up. So as you can see, that foreign work experience bumped up the points. So say you have a 3 year work permit in Canada, you can always utilize that 3 years at least to get a 1 year foreign work experience if you do not have it. So as you have 1 year, 2 year, 3 year foreign work experience, definitely the overall CRS score increases. So that is a strategy that the gaining a foreign work experience will definitely boost up your CRS score. So that was an example for a single person. So let's look at another scenario where an individual is married, or they are in a common law relationship and their spouse is accompanying, and they do not have no foreign experience. And the principal applicant's language test is listening is 8.5, reading is 8, speaking is 7.5, and the writing is 7.5. And the spouse's IELTS score is a 6 in each module. So listening, reading, writing, speaking, 6 in each. So let's see how this particular individual's CRS score will look like. So since this is an accompanying spouse, their points will differ accordingly. So the points for age, as I mentioned, it's just a 30-year-old individual. The principal applicant is 30 years old. So when you add your spouse as accompanying, definitely your points for age will drop, which is 95. Level of education is 119, and official language is 128 points. And the Canadian work experience, they have 1 year of Canadian work experience, so that gave them 35 points. And the spouse also does have 1 year of work experience in Canada in a 0123 category job. They have a bachelor's degree back home, and they also have language test, as I mentioned their scores. So their level of education gives them zero point 0.8. The first language, official language, gives them 0.12, and the Canadian work experience gives the spouse 5 points. And the skills transferability, because they do not have any foreign work experience, that will be 0. Whereas the official language proficiency and education gives them 50 points, and Canadian work experience and education gives them 25 points. And because they studied in Canada, a 2 year diploma, the principal applicant will receive an additional 50 points. So this brings them to an overall CRS score of 467. As you can see, this is quite low. But the proven strategy is gaining that foreign work experience, as we just mentioned earlier. So let's put into foreign work experience in the same scenario, in the married couple scenario. So putting in that foreign work experience, as I mentioned earlier, this affects your skill transferability factors. And official language proficiency and foreign work experience gives them 25 points, and Canadian and foreign work experience gives them 13 points. So an additional 38 points from 467 brings them to 505. As you can see, the points are going up with that additional foreign work experience. So if they do have 2 years of Canadian work experience and 1 year of foreign work experience, definitely the overall CRS score will bump up to 528, as the 2 years of Canadian work experience brings the point up to 46 for the principal applicant. So that brings up the points along with the 1 year of foreign work experience. So that is a CRS score of 528. As you can see throughout this video, through the various examples, adding the foreign work experience to your application does add value to it. There are a lot of people who were not able to gain that foreign work experience, be it whatever reason they had to come into Canada to study right after their bachelor's. They were not able to gain that foreign work experience. Well, you still have time now that you are on your work permit. You still have that time to gain that foreign work experience. It is always recommended to gain that foreign work experience and get that additional 38 points. So we are always here to help you out in assessing your situation and to see if what works better for you. And please reach out to us, and please do leave your comments and suggestions and subscribe to our channel for more of Canadian immigration updates and how to make your Canadian immigration dream better. And we are here to help you out. See you all in the next video.